apparently there's a disc stuck in here. If you can listen, it's trying to eject, but it can't. Now, I don't know how this happened, because, quite frankly, I don't play this. This is my two little brothers' business. They play it, and they play it a lot. So it's not surprising that it's broken, since it gets used a lot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this apart, and I'm going to see what I can do to fix this. I'm not going to detail the process of taking this whole thing apart, because there's videos already on YouTube that can do a much better job at explaining that than I can do. So, I'll probably fast forward me taking this apart, and then I'll be back. Okay, now that I've got the Xbox taken apart, we're going to try turning on one last time to make sure that nothing has changed. So, actually, we need the front panel connected, so I will go get that. Okay, so now that I've got the front panel back, what we can do is we can reconnect this to this board up here, turn it on to make sure that nothing has changed. So I'm going to go connect that and I will be back. Okay, so I've got the Xbox back on, and you can hear that DVD drive still trying to spit that disc out. So, from what we can tell, it's still a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this from the board. I'm going to take that apart, see if there's something we can do inside there, if something's caught or something. So I'll be back. Okay, so now that we've got the DVD drive removed from, or the Blu-ray drive, sorry, the Blu-ray drive removed from the Xbox, we can go ahead and move this off to a safe spot to where it won't be damaged. And now we can work on the Blu-ray drive. Okay, so now that we've got the optical drive removed from the Xbox, we can turn our focus directly onto it. So what I did is I removed this plastic piece that mounts it inside the Xbox, and there's 4 screws right here, underneath here. I already took this one out. So there's 4 screws along each corner that you need to remove. And then we can see what's inside the optical drive and what's causing the problem. Okay, so now that you have all 4 of the screws removed, this bottom plate just comes right off, and you can see the inside of the optical drive. I'm not sure how much we're going to be able to do from this point of view. It's too bad that the cover just doesn't come off like most normal optical drives. So I'm going to see what I can do. I might be able to just push the disc out from here. Actually, that looks like that's what I'm going to do. And when I push that, I could feel something release in there, like some gear was stripped, not stripped, but off place, if you know what I mean. So I can take this disc out now, set that over here. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this bottom plate back on, screw it in real fast, and see if it'll start accepting discs again. Now with this bottom plate reattached to the optical drive, what we can do is we can snap this little mount back in place. Okay, make sure that that lines up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this in to the Xbox. Easier said than done. It's a little force fit, but once you get it, it'll go. Plug the SATA cable back in and plug the power cable back in. Don't force anything, remember that. Now we can get the front panel again. Plug the Xbox back into power. And we can plug this back in, see if it starts or will accept discs. So now that you've got the Xbox back on, we can get a disc. I wouldn't recommend you put a disc in there that you care about, just as we're doing the troubleshooting process. Okay, see if it'll... And it sounds like it's going to read that disc. Or try to, at least. Now, if you already unhooked the front panel, plug it back in, because you need to make sure that it will eject that disc. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now that you've got the Xbox front panel plugged back in, what you want to do is you're going to press the eject button. You're not going to hear the sound since the speaker's unplugged. Sometimes it might be a little fiddly. Okay. Now that's strange. I'm going to plug the speaker back in real fast, and I'm going to see if we hear the little ding noise that it makes. Speaker plugged in. This is a mess right now. No, it's not making a noise. Oh, there it went. Oh, and there it goes. So it looks like what happened is, for some reason the disc got jammed in there and wasn't able to be ejected by the optical drive. So we're going to plug in, or put in a Xbox game, if this will work here. Be careful of these ribbon cables everywhere. There we go. Yeah, so it's spun the disc up, and it's beginning to read. Yeah, you can hear those noises of the laser reading the disc. I'm going to try ejecting it one more time before we put this thing back together. Yep. Okay. So, what this shows is, like I said before, the disc somehow got jammed in there and wasn't able to be ejected by itself, which is very strange. I don't know how that could have happened, since this is a slot-loading optical drive, but apparently it did. So if this ever happens to you, you know, all you have to do is take this entire Xbox apart, take the optical drive apart, and force the disc out yourself. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you repair your Xbox One that ate the disc.